All right, it's going to start in a second. I just have to stay here for a second to mute YouTube so we don't hear it double. All right, guys, we're live. You don't need to record.
Okay, Andrew, we're ready.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the December Board of Trustees meeting for the Arts Academy Elementary Charter School. This meeting is being held in person and online due to the COVID emergency. Although the governor has ended the emergency, the Arts Academy will continue to provide a safe mechanism for board members and the public to attend the meetings and participate. In order to accomplish that, we are holding a live meeting at the school, and we are also broadcasting the meeting over the internet as we have done for the past year. The school's bylaws provide that board members may attend the meeting virtually as long as they are able to hear the other participants in the meeting and as long as they can hear the public comments. When the secretary takes the roll, she will note which board members are attending virtually. The meeting may be viewed by the public. We have made this meeting available to the public by a notice in the morning call and by an announcement on the school website posted on November 13th, 2021. Copies of these notices will be attached to the minutes. The notices advise the public that this meeting may be viewed by joining the Zoom link posted on the school's website and via the school's YouTube channel or by attending the meeting in person. We have made provisions for public comment before, during, and after the meeting. Those who wish to comment are attending virtually may comment by following the procedures outlined in the meeting notice and on the school website. Those who attend in person and wish to comment may do so by following the instructions in the notice and on the school website. If you have already submitted written comments, those comments were distributed to board members. As far as I know, we have not received notice that anyone wishes to comment during the meeting. I will verify that at the conclusion of the statement. If you wish to submit written comments after the meeting, you may do so by first-class mail addressed to Dr. Janir Hankerson, Board Secretary, Right to Know Officer at 601 Union Street, Allentown, PA 18101, or by email address to jhankerson@artsacademyecs.org. All comments must be about the subject on the agenda. All votes will be taken by roll call. We are using the record feature of Zoom to record this meeting. This link to access the recording will be posted to the school's website. If any member of the public sent comments to us before the meeting, those comments will be added to the minutes. Board Secretary, did we receive any advanced comments?
No, we did not.
Did anyone register to make a comment during the meeting?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, can we do roll call?
Sure. Ms. Best.
Present.
Ms. Sabo. Mr. Gallagher.
Present.
Ms. Sigley Grossman.
Present.
Ms. Hanslick. And Ms. Groff.
Thank you. At this time, can we please salute the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda for the November 2021 board meeting.
I'll make a motion to,
Go ahead.
Grossman, make the motion to approve the agenda for November 2021.
Gallagher, I'll second the motion.
Okay, and can we take it by roll, please?
Ms. Best.
Approved?
Ms. Sigley Grossman.
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher.
Approved.
And Ms. Hanslick.
I will also entertain a motion to approve this evening's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve this evening's agenda. Gallagher.
Okay, second?
Hanslick seconds the motion to approve the agenda for this evening's meeting.
And taken by roll?
Ms. Best.
Approved?
Mr. Gallagher.
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman.
Approved.
And Ms. Hanslick.
Approved.
And the reading of the mission statement, please.
Sure. The mission of Arts Academy Elementary Charter School, a model for arts integrated education, supports all students attaining high academic achievement and artistic expression by enriching their standards-based elementary experience using a palette of arts-infused curriculum as a foundation for their future growth.
Thank you very much. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the board minutes from the October 28th, 2021 meeting.
I'll make that motion to approve the board minutes from October 28, 2021.
I'll second that motion.
Gallagher, taken by roll, please.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanslick.
Approved.
Okay, I'll also entertain a motion to approve the board minutes from November 18th, 2021.
I'll make a motion to, go ahead, Dan.
Before you do that, I need to make a comment on the November minutes. This is my responsibility. When the board members present decided to be in an executive session, there was no quorum necessary or the quorum required to pass a motion to go into executive session. So we didn't indicate a purpose for that, but in retrospect, it might be better to indicate under item 10 that the purpose of the executive session was to discuss charter renewal and facilities, and ask that I'm suggesting that the minutes be amended to include that statement before you vote on it.
This is Gallagher. I'd like to make a motion to approve the board minutes for the November 18th, 2021 meeting with the additions that Dan described for item 10, further clarifying the executive session.
Does that work, Dan?
Yes.
Great. Can I have a second?
Hanslick seconds the motion to approve the minutes
And can we take it by roll?
with the amendment.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Hanslick.
Approved.
Thank you. It appears that we do not have reports or announcements this month, so we'll move on to the Chief Executive Officer recommendations.
We'll begin with technology and Mr. Lake.
There is nothing to report for this month's technology.
The principal's report this evening, although we're going to discuss the health and safety plan, we're going to do it in the context of what we had to do with some positive tests for students and for staff. And Crystal will lay out for you how we manage that. And I want to be sure and thank Diana Shotwell, our school nurse, and Junior Hankerson, our Director of Human Resources, and especially thank Crystal because it was a monumental test to manage this during that time. And I'll give you an overview of how that went.
I'm not on camera, am I? Over here. Hello. So we really did well. We lasted up until the second week or so of November before we had any cases that impacted us in the building. We did have a couple staff who were positive when we originally went virtual back in September. That's when we kind of regrouped and made sure that we were able to address any staff shortages. And we've been very, very, lucky. We've been the addition of the staff that we've been able to hire that is offering additional support when teachers do need to call out sick. We are emphasizing that we don't want anyone in the building with symptoms. So we support our teachers and our staff when they are not feeling well, say no problem, you can be home, and we've been able to manage coverage really, really well. Starting in the week of, and we're going by Saturday, so we report 2 PDE Saturday through Friday. So starting November 13th, we had 3 cases come out, one at a time. We had one staff person and 2 students. So they did trigger a quarantine, meaning that they were in the building either with symptoms prior to their COVID test, 48 hours prior, or they were asymptomatic, but also still in the building 48 hours prior to that test. So we did initiate contact tracing and we did need to quarantine. The very next week, we had 2 more students and 2 more staff. And then the following week, the week of Thanksgiving, we had the week we returned from Thanksgiving, 4 students and another staff person. So it did come kind of fast and furious. You know, we did quarantine a number of students. Our families were really cooperative and understanding. They tested their children. We are following the protocol for a child or a staff person who is exposed to someone who is positive with COVID-19. If they are not vaccinated, they need to test within 5 to 7 days. If they are negative, they can come back in 7 days. And if they choose not to test, which some parents chose not to test their children, they were cleared to come back after 10 days. So we did implement remote learning. We have packets available, and when we had larger groups, we did send home devices. So it was a lot that came up pretty quickly, but then it really dropped off the following week. We had 1 positive case, a student, and knock on wood, we have had none that has impacted the building, meaning that they weren't, we have other cases, but they do not impact the building, so they do not show up on our dashboard. So we did see a nice drop off of that, which is, obviously good news, but everybody just being on board and, helping us track and, parents and sending kids home when they're sick, it was a lot. It really took up a lot of our time, but the good news is we've gotten through it and we're going to be prepared when, if it happens again. We do have a number of our students who are getting vaccinated, so that will impact our response. If a child is vaccinated, they respond the same way an adult would, which means that if they don't have symptoms, they just need to wear a mask in the building, and they can still be here. They should still test. Obviously, if they test positive or if they develop symptoms, they would need to be out. But if not, then they're able to still be in the building. So we are aware of a number of parents who are getting their children vaccinated, but we're not asking for that information at this point. They're just choosing to share it. So at this point, really nothing is changing with our health and safety plan. We're doing a good job here. We did cancel our winter showcases out of precaution. We really, really, really wanted to have them. But since those cases came up right at the time that we were leading into those winter concerts, we decided it was best to cancel them. So we are recording performances this week in the building, and we will be sharing those recordings with the families next week. So the kids have been working really hard, our arts team has worked really hard, so we still want to showcase all of their performances, and I'm happy that we're going to be able to do that. But that's really great.
Mr. Lay, facilities?
All right, for facilities, we're just continuing to support the Arts Academy Health and Safety Plan with nightly full building cleaning. We have made some changes to the internal space to facilitate increased social distancing. One of those is the new creative movement classroom that's almost finished. We're just waiting on some door trim that has been backordered for quite a while. And we're just continuing our ongoing super efficient arrival and dismissal procedure. That's it for facilities.
We have no new policies and procedures at this time, so I will move on to Near for personnel.
Okay, first we have a motion from the November agenda. The motion to approve the hiring of Janet Taylor as a visual arts teacher effective November 15th, 2021.
I'll make a motion to approve the hiring of Janet Taylor as a visual arts teacher effective November 15th, 2021.
I'll second that motion. Grossman?
Amy, you're muted.
Taken by roll, please.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanslick.
Approved.
Okay. And then we have a motion to approve the hiring of the following employees. Julissa Sanchez as an instructional support teacher effective November 22nd, 2021. Jessica Geist as an instructional support teacher effective November 30th, 2021. Ryan Kern as a paraprofessional effective November 30th, 2021. Susan Marth as an instructional support teacher effective November 30th, 2021. And Melissa Ramirez as an instructional support teacher effective December 2nd, 2021.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the hiring of 5 individuals that are listed in the agenda that were detailed by Dr. Henderson.
I'll second Grossman.
And taken by roll.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanzlik.
Approved.
And then the personnel changes from the November agenda, a notification of the resignation of Shandell Sedgwick as a teacher effective November 1st, 2021, and notification of the resignation of Brianna Mausch as a teacher effective November 12th, 2021. Personnel changes for this month, notification of the resignation of Alyssa Kreiner as a teacher effective December 3rd, 2021, and notification of the resignation of Adriana Malzlinski as a paraprofessional effective November 30th, 2021. And that was all for personnel.
Will be the financial report over to Mr. Dow.
So we have several financials to approve at tonight's meeting. The first is the revised September 2021 financials. There was a few changes that were made, corrections. Overall, they're in very good shape. This is a chair for brief meeting. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the revised September 2021 financials.
Hanzlik, I'd like to second that motion.
And taken by roll.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanzlik.
Approved.
So then we have the financials as of October 31st, 2021. There, again, both these and the November financials were reviewed in the financial committee meeting that was before this meeting. The financials continue to be very strong for the school. There were a few questions about one or two things in the check detail, nothing that would change the financials in any significant way. So I'd like to make a motion to accept the financials for as of October 31st, 2021.
I'll second that, Grossman.
And taken by roll.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanzlik.
Approved.
And then finally, we have the financials as of November 30th. As I said before, the financials continue to be in very good shape. I'd like to compliment Mr. Javali and Tom Taylor and all the people responsible for making sure that we're being fiscally responsible. Our money at this time, we're in a very good place. So with that, I'd like to make a motion to approve the financials as of, I will make a motion to approve the financials as of November 30th, 2021.
Hanzlik, will second that motion.
Okay, and taken by roll.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanzlik.
Approved.
And that's all we have for the financials at this time.
Okay, wonderful. I think we're moving forward. We do not have old business this evening. We have not received any public comment. We do not have new business. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to move into executive session at 6:21.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session, Gallagher, at 6:21.
Second, Grossman.
Taken by roll.
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanzlik.
Approved.
Okay, I'll see everyone in the other link.
Yeah, and they are, but they're not, I want to hear for them.
Okay, I think we've all gathered. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
This is Gallagher. I'll make a motion to, oh, go ahead, Sally, you were gonna say.
Hanslick, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:57 PM.
Gallagher, I'll second that motion.
And can we take it by roll, please?
Ms. Best,
Approved.
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Ms. Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Ms. Hanslick.
Approved.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great holiday and we'll reconvene in January.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
holidays. Happy New Year.
Holidays. Happy New Year.